Welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into a world where the mighty Avengers take on a sticky situation. Join us for Loki's Gooey challenge, an Avengers' most fun kids' adventure ever. Once upon a time, the Avengers had a special place where they could relax between battles, a place where they could swing, slide, and climb to their heart's content, a place they called Avengers Park. But one day, when the Avengers arrived at the park, they found it in terrible condition. The once sturdy treehouse was now surrounded by a sticky, black ooze. The swings and slides were coated in the same goo, and worst of all, the laughter of children had been replaced by tears. Concerned, Iron Man soared into the air with his jet boots, only to find tiny footprints leading away from the park. Captain America, with his keen eye, noticed a torn piece of cloth resembling Loki's signature cape snagged on a tree branch. Could this be a coincidence, or was Loki the god of mischief behind this dastardly deed? Meanwhile, Thor, the god of thunder, felt a surge of anger. His brother Loki had always been a prankster, but this seemed particularly cruel. Determined to bring the culprit to justice, Thor called upon his winged steed, Tooth Gnasher, and flew into the sky with Iron Man by his side. As they soared above the clouds, Iron Man used his high-tech helmet communicator to contact Black Widow. She was the best at it, tracking down elusive villains. Black Widow, "We need your expertise," Iron Man said into the communicator. "We suspect Loki is behind the destruction of Avengers Park." On the ground, Black Widow tracked Loki's footprints, which led her to a small cottage deep within the woods. Suddenly, she heard a familiar laugh. It was Loki. He stood triumphantly amidst a bubbling cauldron, stirring its contents with a sinister smile. As Loki continued stirring the potion, he revealed his plan. "With this goo, I'll transform Avengers Park into a sticky situation, ruining their fun forever." But little did Loki know that Black Widow had already infiltrated the cottage and was listening to his every word. Suddenly, Thor burst through the door, his hammer, Mjolnir, glowing with celestial power. "Loki, you've caused enough trouble," Thor boomed. "It's time to stop your mischief." Startled, Loki dropped his stirring rod and turned to face his brother. A mischievous grin spread across his face. "Oh, so the big, strong Thor has come to stop me," he taunted. "Perhaps I should add some extra stickiness to this concoction." Loki cackled as he grabbed his stirring rod and resumed stirring the potion. Realizing the urgency, Thor acted swiftly. With a mighty swing, he smashed Loki's stirring rod, causing the potion to spin. But alas, it was too late. The goo had already transformed into a thick, sticky mess. "Quick! We must apply a counter spell before the goo reaches the park," Thor explained. Together, he and Black Widow raced towards Avengers Park, with Iron Man and Captain America close behind. As they approached the park, they saw the goo spreading across the playground, trapping the children and their beloved play structures. "Don't worry, everyone," Black Widow called out. "The Avengers are here to help." Using his super strength, Captain America lifted fallen trees and other debris out of the way. Iron Man sprayed a special mist that weakened the sticky substance. And Thor, with a mighty swing of his hammer, sent bolts of lightning crashing into the goo, turning it into harmless water. Finally, the playground was free from the sticky mess. The children cheered, their laughter echoing through the park once again. And that's when Loki appeared, his hands raised in mock surrender. Perhaps I went a bit too far this time, he said sheepishly. Together, the Avengers and the children cleaned up the remaining mess. And as the sun set, they all sat together in the rebuilt treehouse, enjoying the sweet taste of victory and the bonds of friendship. From that day on, Loki never tried to ruin Avengers Park again. He had learned that true power lay not in mischief, but in the bonds of family and friendship. And so our tale comes to an end, reminding us that even the toughest challenges can be overcome with courage, teamwork, and a little bit of magic. Now it's your turn to join the farm. What would your superhero name be? How would you use your powers to help others? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this super sticky adventure, don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling tales. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and remember, the greatest adventures are always waiting for those who dare to dream.